Welcome back, people. Today, in this video, we will see how to create the game of rock, paper, scissors, a single player version using the concept that we have been learning so far. So, let's create a new file and call it rock, paper, and scissors. Here, we already know about the random module. OS module is used to clear the screen of the terminal, and RE is regular expression module. First, we are creating a function named playStatus, which will check if the player still wants to play the game or not. Using the user input, if the user inputs yes, then the game will continue. If the user inputs no, then the game will stop. So it's either an yes or no. So we have to check if the user inputs only among these two inputs. If the user gives any other input other than yes or no, then we have to inform the user that they have to input only yes or no. So the user input will be stored in the variable response. Now let's check if response is in the valid response. That is this list, yes or no. So if the user inputs anything other than yes or no, then it will raise value error. It will raise value error and prints yes or no only. If the user inputs yes, then we will return the value true. So this is what I told you about OS model. So the OS model is used to clear the screen of the output terminal. CLS stands for clear screen, and NT stands for if the operating system is Windows, then we are going to clear the screen, or else we are going to pass the command of clear, which both clears the screen. After clearing the screen, we will print thanks for playing and exit the output terminal. So if a error occurs, that is, if value error occurs in the try block, then the except block will be activated and print ERR. So the value of ERR is error. After this, we will define the function to play the game. So we are using this same function from the OS module to clear the screen here also. And this line is for printing an empty line. After this, after printing rock paper After printing rock, paper, and scissors single player, that is the heading of the game, it will get the user input. Uh, you have to choose R for rock, P for paper, and S for scissor. So as we already said, the regular expression match function will match user input to any of these characters in the string, but the match function will match, which will return true even if any one of these character matches with the user input. So after this, we create a list with the letters R, S, and P in uppercase, from which the computer will choose one letter at random. For this, we will use the random module and the choice method. After the computer chooses a random character from this list, it may be either R or S or P. So R represents the rock, S represents scissors, and P represents the paper. First condition will be if the opposition's choice is the same as the user's choice, then we will print tie. So now I will explain about the conditions here. So we have four conditions. If opposition's choice is equal to user choice, then we will print tie. If opposition's choice is equal to R and user choice is yes, then rock crushes scissors, so the computer wins, and we will check if the player wants to continue the game. If yes, then we will continue the game. Otherwise, we will quit. So LF, if opposition choice is yes and user choice is P, then scissor cuts paper. So the computer wins again. Player, then the player input will be checked, and if yes, then we will play again. If not, we will quit. Then the third condition is if opposition choice is R and user choice is yes, then rock crushes scissor. Sorry, we have to change this. If opposition choice is P and user choice is R, then paper covers rock and still the computer wins. Then we have to check the user input if they have to continue or not, and if yes, we will continue or else we will quit. Then the last one is print you win. That is, if none of these situations, that is, none of these conditions are true, then the user wins. And slash n, I mean backslash n represents a new line. Then you will check the player input if he wants to continue or not. After this, we print if name is equal to main, then we will call the play function. So you may wonder what does this mean? We always said we call the functions in the main program. So this represents the main program. Whenever the Python interpreter sees name equal to main, it start to interpret the program from this line. So that's why we are representing name as main. Now that we have completed the code, let's run the program. So I'll choose P first. So I chose P and the computer chose yes, which is for scissor. So the scissor cut paper and the computer win. So let's continue. Press enter and let's this time we'll choose rock. So the computer also chose rock, so it's a tie. So this is how you create the game of rock, paper and scissor. Now it's time for you to create the same game, but you have to do it for double player. That is, we used random input, I mean random choice to choose the input for the computer. But if you have two players, then get two inputs two times, one from one user and another from another user, and check for the same conditions. And also you can add a variable called score and maintain the score for first player and second player. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to Supporting Tech.